Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that is absolutely life-changing, but it starts with something so small you might not even notice it. We're talking about the power of small habits and how they create massive, incredible results. You've probably heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, neither is your dream life. It's built brick by brick, habit by habit. Think about it. We often get overwhelmed by our big goals. We want to write a novel, run a marathon, start a business, or learn a new language. These goals feel so huge, so distant, that we don't even know where to begin. So, what happens? We procrastinate. We wait for the perfect moment or a sudden burst of motivation that rarely comes. But what if I told you the secret isn't some grand, heroic effort? The secret is in the tiny, almost invisible actions you take every single day. James Clear, in his amazing book Atomic Habits, talks about this concept of 1% improvement. If you get just 1% better each day, by the end of the year, you'll be nearly 38 times better. It's the magic of compounding, but for your personal growth. Let's break this down with a real-world example. Imagine you want to get fit. Instead of trying to force yourself to go to the gym for 2 hours every day, which is a recipe for burnout, what if you started with something ridiculously small, like doing just one push-up a day? One push-up, that sounds silly, right? Anyone can do one push-up. But here's the key, you're not just doing a push-up. You're building the identity of a person who is active. You're telling your brain, I am someone who exercises. After a week of doing one push-up, maybe you feel like doing 2. Then 5. Before you know it, you're doing a full set. The habit is no longer a struggle, it's just part of who you are. The initial goal wasn't to get a six-pack, it was simply to show up. That's the first and most important step, make it so easy you can't say no. This applies to everything. Want to read more? Don't commit to a book a week. Commit to reading 1 page a day, just 1. You'll likely read more, but the victory is in opening the book and reading that single page. You've kept the promise to yourself. Want to learn to meditate? Don't try for 30 minutes, try for 1 minute. Sit in silence for just 60 seconds. The goal is to build the muscle of consistency. One of the biggest mistakes we make is focusing on the outcome instead of the process. We fixate on the finish line, the marathon medal, the published book, the fluent conversation in Spanish. But the finish line is a single moment in time. The process is your daily life. If you don't enjoy, or at least tolerate, the process, you'll never stick with it long enough to reach the outcome. So, fall in love with the process, fall in love with the feeling of lacing up your running shoes, even if you're just going for a 5-minute jog. Fall in love with the quiet moments you have with your book and a cup of tea, even if it's just for a few minutes. These small daily rituals are where the real transformation happens. Let's talk about a technique called habit stacking. This is another gem from James Clear. The idea is to link a new habit you want to form with an existing habit you already do without thinking. For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I will do my 1 minute of meditation. Or, after I pour my morning coffee, I will write down one thing I'm grateful for. Brushing your teeth and making coffee are already hardwired into your brain. By piggybacking your new habit onto them, you're using the momentum of your old routine to carry you into the new one. It lowers the mental barrier to getting started. You're not relying on willpower, you're relying on a system. And let's be real, motivation is fickle. It comes and goes, you can't depend on it. But systems are reliable. Creating a system of small, interconnected habits is like building a track for a train. Once the track is laid, the train just goes. You don't have to push it every single day. Your environment and your routines do the heavy lifting for you. Let's look at your environment. Does your space support the habits you want to build or the ones you want to break? If you want to eat healthier, don't fill your pantry with junk food. Make healthy snacks visible and easy to grab. If you want to practice guitar every day, don't keep it in its case in the closet. Put it on a stand in the middle of your living room. Make your desired habits the path of least resistance. Conversely, if you want to break a bad habit, like spending too much time on your phone, make it harder. Leave your phone in another room when you're working. Delete the social media apps you mindlessly scroll through. Add friction. The more effort it takes to do something, the less likely you are to do it. Use this principle to your advantage. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about one big goal you have. Just one. Got it, okay? Now break it down. What is the smallest possible action you could take today that moves you 1% closer to that goal? I'm talking tiny, so small it feels almost insignificant. Want to start a YouTube channel? Maybe your small habit is to write down one video idea a day. Not script it, not film it, just write down one idea. Want to save money? Maybe it is setting up an automatic transfer of just $5 into your savings account every week. It seems like nothing, but after a year, that's over $250 you saved without even thinking about it. Plus, you've built the identity of a saver. This journey is not about perfection. You will miss days. You will have moments where you fall off the wagon. That is completely normal and okay. The crucial thing is what you do next. Don't fall into the all-or-nothing trap, where one missed workout means the whole week is ruined. That's a destructive mindset. Instead, live by the rule, never miss twice. Missed a dang fine. It happens, but make a promise to yourself that you will get back on track the very next day, no matter what. One missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the beginning of a new, undesirable habit. By getting back on track immediately, you maintain your momentum and reinforce your commitment to the process. Let's quickly recap the key strategies. First, start ridiculously small. Make your new habit so easy you can't say no. Second, focus on the process, not just the outcome. Learn to love the daily practice. Third, use habit stacking. Link your new habit to an existing one. Fourth, design your environment for success. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. And fifth, never miss twice. Forgive yourself for a slip-up and get right back to it. The cumulative effect of these small, consistent actions over months and years is truly staggering. The person you are a year from now can be profoundly different from the person you are today, all because of the tiny choices you start making right now. You don't need a massive life overhaul. You don't need to wait for a new year or a new month. You just need to start. Start small. Start now. Pick one tiny habit you want to incorporate into your life and commit to it for the next 30 days. Don't even think about the massive results yet. Just focus on showing up today. And then tomorrow, and the day after that. The results will take care of themselves. I truly believe this is the most sustainable and effective path to self-improvement and achieving your wildest dreams. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's about the quiet, consistent effort that no one else sees. That's where the magic happens. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this inspired you to take that first tiny step. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on living a better, more intentional life. Let me know in the comments what small habit you're going to start today. I'd love to hear about it and cheer you on. Until next time, take care.